keep asking me about this same situation, and it happened a while ago, almost a year ago. Okay, not almost a year ago, like maybe like 6 months ago, 7 months ago. Everybody's over the situation, so I think. I mean, some people might still be salty about it, but I have completely moved on from it, so I feel like that's enough. So I'm gonna be telling you guys, not only answering some of your questions, but I'm also gonna tell you guys about the time I beat another YouTuber's ass. Some people are gonna be like, Vanessa, no drama, don't start shit. What are you doing? You're on a good path. Mind your goddamn business. You guys, I'm literally sitting here, positive and cute, minding my freaking business here in Arizona, having a good time. So I'm just trying to tell a story. I'm not trying to start any drama, so if anybody gets offended from this, sorry. I'm not trying to, you know, cause any beef. I'm not trying to start anything with anybody. I'm just simply telling a story. So I'm gonna try to tell this story the nicest way possible to where I don't, you know, hurt any feelings or make anyone, you know, want to start beef with me. I am friends with a couple of people in the story, and I'm also not friends with a couple of the people in the story, so for their sake I'm not going to say their names, but if you follow my life closely, then you'll know exactly who I'm talking about, so it doesn't really matter. There's also a little thing called copyright in taking down people's videos, so I'm not about to use this person's name. I'm not about to put any pictures, just for the sake, oh, thank you, Penny, she brought me her toy. So for the sake of this video, we're not gonna be using any names because I'm not trying to get sued. I have tuition to pay for. So let's go ahead and get started with some of the questions, and then we'll have, like, you know, the big finale story time. So the first question is from Nessa the Turkey. Oh wait, that's my username. Ooh. Her username is the exact same thing as mine. The profile photo is the same. I thought I was asking myself a question for a second. So at Nessa the Rat 15 asked, how is life treating you in Arizona? So life is treating me very well. I've definitely, you know, been having a good time. Of course, I have my days, but that's just me being mental. But other than that, your girl has been very positive. I don't know if you guys can tell, but your girl has a bit of a glow going on. Honestly, it's probably just the fact that I'm in Arizona and I'm actually outside doing things, because you guys, it's really hot outside. The sun is beaming down on me at all times, so your girl got a bit of a tan. But life is treating me well. I have a good group of people surrounding me. The other day, I brought all my, like, friends together from, like, high school and stuff, and my new friends, and it was super, super, like, just nice. And we're gonna plan, like, more group outings and stuff, so I'm super excited that I have a little crew with me out here, and nobody's problematic, nobody has issues with each other, nobody believes in beef. So, like, I'm just glad that I have a bunch of mature people around me. Jade asked, any concerts that you're excited for? Honestly, no. I didn't go to the Harry concert. Alexia told me it was magical. I didn't end up going. I didn't really care anymore. There's no concerts that I'm really excited for or look forward to seeing, to be honest. Jade also asked, were you nervous when you were going to release your clothing line? Honestly, I was nervous because I thought that, like, one, somebody was going to, you know, try to shame me for it, which happened. Two, I was also like, what if people don't like my clothing? And three, I was like, what if it's too expensive? But I mean, we sold out. It Loves Ariana asked, out of everything that has happened so far this year, what are you proud of the most? I was proud, honestly, the most thing I'm proud about is myself getting out of that toxic situation, because you guys, I really would not leave LA. I've been wanting to leave for about a year, and your girl could not find the balls to just pack up and leave. So I'm proud of myself. Like, that's the most thing I'm proud about this year, is that I finally got myself out of there, because sis would not leave. Travi Williams said, how? I asked, leave me Q&A questions. He said, how? Okay. Lisbeth asked, if you could erase something from your past, what would it be? A lot of people. Elena asked, what's your dream vacation? My dream vacation would probably have to be going to, like, 10 different countries in Europe in a row, and just, like, backpacking with, like, either my best friends or, like, a loved one. When will your next set of merch drop? So I'm not dropping any, like, merch stuff, but for the next drop for the clothing line, it is going to be dropping in the next couple of weeks. Someone made an edit. I love when you guys make stuff like this. These are so cute. Young Savage Potato asked, so what's your career choice? So your girl is gonna go with forensic science. I'm super excited, you guys. I already looked at my course list. Your girl has to take so many physics classes, chemistry, biology, anatomy, physiology, all of these fucking classes! I am not looking forward to having a bunch of tests, but I am looking forward to being in school and getting my education. I really feel like I'm gonna be able to push myself. I'm super motivated, I'm super excited just because I know this is my future. So I'm really excited to, you know, finally just get on that. Paradia asked, are you more excited for Thanksgiving or Christmas? Honestly, I'm probably more excited for Thanksgiving just because I'm going to get to eat a lot. I have been on a super strict diet, you guys. I work out every single day now. I know y'all see my snaps, and if you don't, why aren't you following me on Snap at Vanessa Gabriella? Come on, sis, it's in the description. But I mean, your girl has been working out every single day. I eat a balanced diet. I watch what I eat now, so I'm excited for Thanksgiving to come around so I can go all out for, you know, all of the work I've been putting in for the weeks leading up to it. Then I can finally just eat a bunch. And I know some people are gonna be like, Vanessa, why are you suddenly trying to be all healthy? Honestly, you guys, I'm getting older and I'm getting scared because as I get older, that means that I get more towards the age of like, I'm gonna have kids in like the next 10 years. So it definitely scares me that my body might flop. Have you seen those like moms on Instagram that like they're fit as F and they are pregnant but their belly is so small and it's like behind a pack of abs? That's how I'm trying to be when I'm pregnant. I'm not trying to be some big belly bitch. I want to be like, yes, she's 8 months old, she's very healthy, I'm just very fit. Amy asked, Cardi or Nicki? And I know this is gonna piss some people off, but I'm gonna have to go with Nicki Minaj. I mean, I know Cardi is like popping right now or whatever. I love all her music, it's good. But right now I'm gonna have to stay Team Nicki just because she's been in the industry for a longer amount of time and she's definitely put in more work. At Padera and at Eliza Yasin asked, what am I doing for my birthday? So I don't really know, to be honest, yet. I want to definitely go somewhere and do something. I might be stereotypical and go to Vegas or something. I definitely want to do a birthday dinner with all of my friends, so that's an option. Amelia asked, how do you see your future? I see it being very bright and very successful. Your girl is gonna go to school, she's gonna finish, she's gonna get a really good job, and she's going to live lavish. Sam asked, marry rich or work hard for your money? Love you, girly. Well, I mean, if the man that I end up with is like a millionaire, billionaire, then shoot. If I don't gotta work, I don't gotta work. But I have this idea in my head that I need to be like successful on my own. So I'm probably just gonna work hard for my own money. But if I have a sugar daddy that becomes a husband. ASAP Blanca asked, do you like anyone? If you do, spill the tea, sis, we want to know. By the way, love you, Nessa. Love you too, babe. Do I like anyone? Are they watching? I definitely have a small, I guess you could say, fascination with somebody, but I'm not going to say their name just because I'm not trying to, you know, do all that. Normal Boy asked, how do you deal with YouTube haters? And this is the last question I'm going to answer before getting into my story. The way that I deal with YouTube haters is just to ignore them. There have been, you know, stan accounts, there have been actual YouTubers that have tried to attack me and try to like say shit to me. But honestly, I don't really care. I like literally sit in my room or like with my friends and we're just laughing at my phone. Like, it's actually so like comedic to me when people try to, you know, start shit with me and we're literally just like sitting here in a circle like it's so funny because I'm so like over all that stuff. But I mean, how I deal with it is by not dealing with it. People are always gonna tweet you, they're always gonna, you know, try to shade you on Snapchat, try to shade you here, whatever. And the only thing you could do is ignore them, because if you respond to them, they're gonna feel like they did something, when in reality, you're just sitting there laughing and they're not affecting your life at all, and you're sitting on your coins. So now let's get into the story time. I could definitely make this 2 separate videos, but I'd rather just keep it in one. So the story that I'm gonna be telling you guys is the time that I fought another YouTuber. So if you guys have been on my channel for the past year, then you probably know exactly who I'm talking about, but like I said, we're not going to be using names because we don't do copyright here. Your girl has never had a copyright strike on her channel in the 5 years, 4 years, whatever that I've been on YouTube, and I'm not trying to have one now. Bitch, I should have brought some tea before I started this video. Great value. So I'm gonna try to keep this story as simple as possible, because I know there's worst case scenario of me telling this story is that the other person's gonna try to make like a my side of the story thing. So I'm just gonna tell the 100% truth, so there's nothing really to tell. So the story all starts with me being friends with this girl, and we ended up not being friends because what happened? I'll admit, me and my little friend group were kind of mean back in the day, so we used to, you know, pick fun at certain things, and I thought because this girl was my best friend, it wasn't like such a big deal, but I guess it ended up being a big deal. And you know when like somebody's in like a toxic relationship, or they're acting crazy, or they're doing something that they shouldn't be, and you try to put them in their place and be a good friend? Sometimes they don't want that. You would think that they would want the help because you're their friend, and pretty much their only friend because nobody else really liked them in the whole fucking state. But I mean, so basically I tried to be a good friend to this girl and tried to like get her out of her delusion. This girl was very controlling. She was very like, I don't know, she was a little much. So I tried to tell this girl about herself because she was my friend, and I know some people are gonna be like, well, maybe you shouldn't have opened your mouth. Well, if I was, you know, being toxic and I was harassing somebody daily and doing the most, and my friends weren't telling me to stop, then they're not really my friends. And then this girl went online and told everybody that I was allegedly pregnant, and that all this stuff and blah 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 blah, and it started all this like drama online that I really did not care about. I didn't handle it the right way, I'll admit, because one of my friends ended up going on You Now, and they were fighting with this person, and then I ended up going over to this person's house because we all lived in the same building, so we were always all together. So I ended up going over to this person's house, and they were arguing with this person, so I was in the background like, y'all are talking about me. So it was just really, really dumb, and there was a fight that kind of like happened online, which is really embarrassing because it was in front of, you know, subscribers and, you know, Franco family and Rats and all of you guys. And I find that really, really embarrassing, and it doesn't look cute. Like, some people really think it's like attractive to go on Instagram Live or to go on You Now and talk shit about other people and cry about this and play victim and do all, like, it's not cute to me anymore. Like, it was a concept in the past, I guess, but it's not anymore. So I am honestly embarrassed that I even like partook in any of that, but I did. Been there, done that, whatever. And then after that, this person kept making threats that they were going to beat my ass, that they were gonna fight me, and I'm over here sitting down next to all of my friends in a circle, and we're like, didn't she say she'd never been in a fight before? So this person is threatening to beat Vanessa Martinez's ass, this big bitch. So I'm like, I'd rather not do that because I know how it's going to end. I am really strong, you guys. And I'm not trying to like gas myself up like, oh, I'll beat a bitch, I'm so strong. But I'm actually really strong. So I already know that like if I'm gonna fight somebody smaller than me, it's not gonna be fair, and they're gonna end up on the ground within about 0.2 seconds. So I did not want to get in a fight, and also it's trashy to fight. It's not cute, you guys. It's not like, yeah, I fought this, I'm a cute girl. No, bitch, it's not cute. It's tacky. It's trashy to throw hands. Now I'd rather just, you know, be verbal because I feel like that's enough. But this person really needed it. So months are passing by, weeks are passing by, and this person's still talking about me online. I'm over here doing my own thing, getting haunted and shit. And this person's over here trying to, you know, instigate. And different YouTube events go by, and this person had many chances to, you know, whoop my ass, and they didn't. They were, you know, claiming that they had an opportunity like early in the morning to like meet somewhere or something at, what event was it? I think it was Playlist Orlando. They threatened that they were going to whoop my ass there. So this person was threatening to beat my ass this entire event, and the thing is, they had many opportunities to do it. At one point I was being real slick and I sat on the ground because, you know, if someone's sitting on the ground and you're gonna beat their ass, you could just run up on them very easily, very fast. So I sat down and I was telling all my friends, I was like, James, like, I'm just gonna sit here, so if she tries something, I hope she does, like, I'm giving her the opportunity. I was being very malicious. I was sitting there waiting, and she was over there like, hold me back, and I'm just sitting there like, are you gonna come over here and hit me yet? So I was just kind of like sitting there on the curb waiting, and me and all my friends were laughing. We were like, she's not doing anything. She's just having her friends hold her back and nothing's happening. Like, let her go. So nothing happened then, and your girl got tired because we were at Universal and we were at, we went to a party. Also, side note, so I may or may not have just skipped a giant part of the story, so let's rewind a bit. So before we even got to the whole like fight me part outside where, you know, I was sitting there waiting and they weren't doing anything, we were at a party that was full of professionals. We were at a party full of, you know, influencers and stuff, but mostly professionals, so you need to stay professional. Yes, you can dance and have a good time, bitch, get lit, but don't do the most. So we're in there dancing or whatever, me and my friends having a good time, and then this person decides to come along when the song I Don't Fuck With You comes on, and they're over here trying to be like, I don't fuck with you, and I'm like, okay, beat my ass already, like, we get it, you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you either, whatever, fight me, bite me. I remember at some point I threw a water bottle at her foot. Like, I don't remember, I'm telling you guys, I honestly don't really remember how it got to that point. I remember I had like a half empty water bottle and I threw it to the floor and it hit her on her like ankles. And I know you guys, that's very petty, I know. But some people were saying that like I threw like a glass of water at her head, I threw this. I'm pretty sure if I threw a glass of water that someone would have been in the hospital. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people would have gotten wet, but nobody got wet at all because, like I said, the water bottle hit the ground. So, I mean, whatever, people lie. It is what it is. So then that happens and that triggers this person to try to come up to me and be like, yo, what's up? And I shoved them. And when I shoved this person, I was like, ew, get away from me, don't touch me. I barely tapped her, but I guess she kind of like flew a couple feet and she ran into one of my friends and my friend was like, ah! And she hit the floor. So then she just kind of sitting there like, oh my gosh, you did not just push me. Oh my gosh, don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me. And me and my friend are just like, so this entire time, me and my friend and I think Nikita, bitch, Nikita was lit that night. We were all just dancing, having a good time. We were all in a little circle. The party was over. Everyone gets kicked out and that's when we ended up at the bus situation. So after that whole situation happens, we end up back at the hotel room. I knocked out, you guys. It was like 3 or 4 in the morning. I knocked the F out. I remember tweeting something and just knocking out completely. And I woke up to a bunch of people tweeting me like, oh, blah, blah, blah was looking for you. Blah, blah, blah said that you ran from them. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm over here like sitting in my room with all my friends like, who ran from who? What are you talking about? Like I woke up next to like 3 or 4 of my friends and I'm just like, you guys, like what happened yesterday that we clearly missed? Like clearly we were on fucking meth and don't remember anything, because I recall this person having many opportunities to do what they were gonna do, but it never happened. So we end up coming back to LA. Everything is, you know, normal again. We end up going to a party. I'm not gonna say this person's name because they are a musician and I'm not gonna like try to drag them into this. But we were at a party at one of your faves' houses and I'm just sitting there staring at this guy because I've been in love with him for like 3 years and I'm just like, wow, you're beautiful. But he was still dating this girl, so I couldn't really, you know, do anything. Not that, like, I probably never would in the first place because honestly, like, she's beautiful, he's gorgeous, I feel very next to them. So I was never gonna try anything anyways, but I just loved staring at his beautiful brunette ass. So we're over here having a good time at this party, and then what do you see? Blah, blah, blah walking in the door. I'm over here having a conversation with another YouTuber, and me and him are just talking about random stuff. I'm like, hey, how are you? How's your channel? Blah, blah, blah. How are you? Like, what's your life about? What are you doing? Whatever. And this person comes up and is like, so what are we talking about? And I'm just like, we both look at her and we're like, so, no, she's just standing there staring at us as we're having a conversation. And I'm like, is she trying to be intimidating? Because it's not really working. So me and this person finish our conversation. I go on to continue and have a good night. And then, it's getting good! And then this person is like, so, do you want to fight me? And I'm like, sis, you're the one that wants to fight me. No one's been thinking about you. No one's been talking about you. You've been so caught up worrying about me. I've seen the multiple you nows. I've seen the multiple lives on Instagram of you talking about me, and no one's talking about you, so you're the one that has an issue. So this girl is like, you know what? I'm gonna go and change, and I'm gonna be outside so we could fight. And I'm just like, we are at somebody's home, and you're trying to fight at somebody's home? How ghetto? How ratchet? What are you doing? And it ends up turning into this girl walking back into the house barefoot. So I go up to one of the homeowners and I'm like, hi, this girl is trying to cause trouble in your house. And he's like, yeah, we're not about to do that. So he has her removed, I think. Like, I remember him saying like, yeah, we're not about to do that. And he walks off, and the next thing I see is that she's outside. So now she's calling my phone, like, come outside, I'm gonna beat you up, come outside, we're gonna fight in the street, come outside. And I'm like, we're once again, like I said, we're not gonna fight at somebody else's home. That is very ghetto, very embarrassing. They'll never have us over again. I'm like, I'm gonna do this, sweetie. This is what we're gonna do. You're gonna go according to my plan. I'm gonna continue to be at this party, and then I'm gonna go and get some dinner, and then when I feel like it, we'll square up. That's exactly how it went. And if this person decides to try to make a video, I'll be like, my side of the story. No, bitch, this is exactly how it happened. So don't even try, because there were many people there that can vouch for this exact story. This is what happened. So it is now about like 2 o'clock in the morning, and we're at Crave, which is like a 24-hour restaurant, and we're just like sitting there outside eating, and this girl keeps calling and calling and calling and calling, and we're like, we're going, hold on, I'm trying to eat, bitch, you're on my time. You're the one that wants to fight so damn bad. You're the one that's making a big deal about it, so you can wait. We end up finishing eating. I go back to my apartment because it was right next to where we were gonna meet. I put on a hoodie because you're not pulling out my extensions. So I go on and put a hoodie, I put on a bandana just in case anybody tried to record anything. We made the thing known, like nobody's recording the fight, nobody's gonna record or take pictures or anything. So just in case somebody wanted to, you know, be childish, I put on all black leggings, black shoes, black hoodie, a black bandana around my face. You're not gonna see my face. So your girl has the whole, you know, outfit on, and I know we took a picture after the fight. I have to find it, and I'm going to put it in this video, you guys. It is so funny. We actually took a group picture in the elevator. I remember we're like, we're gonna be some ass, we're gonna be some ass. And by we, it was literally just gonna be me. My friends are not petty. They're from the East Coast. It's a one-on-one, bitch. We're not about to do no jumping stuff. And this girl also had, you know, in the car, but was there, and she was just like, ugh, why am I here? This is so childish, this is so petty. And I'm just like, sis, I know, I did not want it to come to this, but this is what happened. And then we asked somebody else that was trying to fight my friend, so those two were going to brawl, as me and sis were going to, she doesn't deserve to be called sis. So me and this person were now going to fight. So me and my friend are down there like, because we already know, like, right when we're about to begin, the person that was gonna fight my friend that was to the side of me goes, never mind, man, never mind. And I'm just like, what? And my friend's like, are you kidding me? Like, come on. But he was like, okay, whatever. It's better if we don't anyways. So they end up not brawling, and so I'm looking at my friend and I'm like, so now what? And then the girl is trying to be bold, and she's like, why are you looking at him? Why are you talking to him? And I was like, here we go. And my mind went into like, I don't know what happened, you guys, but it just like switched into like this mode right when I like turned my head, and I was like, target acquired, fire. And literally I just grabbed this person, I threw them to the floor, and I started such a bad person. I'm over here just hitting the person. All I see is, and I'm like, oh my gosh, do I stop? Do I keep going? Like, what do I do? Like, you guys, like, I don't like to fight people. I've been in a fight before, but it was very minimal. I don't like to fight because how me and my brother used to fight back in the day was until somebody started crying really hard, and my mom like would tell us like, okay, stop, you guys need to stop. So that was the only way that, you know, a fight was broken up between me and my brother in the past. Like I said, someone ended up crying, somebody lost a tooth, somebody was bleeding, like something went down before it ended. So I'm over here like, when do I stop? When am I taking it too far? And then I start hearing whimpering noises from this person, and they could go ahead and deny it all they want, but that is what has been replaying in my head every time I think of the situation. I keep hearing, So I'm like, oh my gosh, like what is happening? So then we end up rolling over on the floor once, and then I'm back on top of this person, and we're once again fighting, and then my friend grabs me and is like, okay, get off of her. And then I push her onto her friends, or her friend, because only one of them was down there. The other one stayed in the car. So I end up pushing her back onto her friend. I'm like, okay, we're done. And she's like, no, I'm not done yet. And I'm like, sis, you didn't even hit me. So I was like, yeah, this is not a fair fight. We're not gonna do this right now. It's not right. Like, you guys, I know like fighting is not right and not good in the first place, but it's not fair when it's not even. So don't, like, I honestly felt a little bit like a bully. I mean, she was the one that wanted to fight. She's the one that kept instigating, kept pushing, kept pressing for me to, you know, fight her. And she kept, you know, talking like she's been, you know, MMA training, and she's been, you know, boxing for years. Like, that's what she really made it seem like. And then when it actually came down to the fighting, I didn't come out scratched at all. So honestly, I was like, you know what, let's not do this. This is not fair. I don't feel right about this anymore, just because of what just happened. That was a lot. So we ended up just like leaving. We're like, bye, hope you had fun. We go back to my house. We're all dancing in the living room, bending it over, the usual. And we're just laughing. And the funny thing is, I ended up asking about like what happened. Like, so how was the ride home? And she was like very silent, very embarrassing, very sad. So now we're gonna fast forward just a little bit. I really don't know like how far in the future this is, or how far or whatever it was between these events, because I really don't remember the exact date that the fight happened, and I don't remember the exact date when VidCon happened. But at VidCon, we were at one of the parties. I don't really remember where it was at, but it was big. It was like the biggest party of the whole like VidCon, you know, event or whatever. But I was at this party, and I remember going up to the girl that I fought, her friend, because her friend was like, hey dude, like I hope you don't think that we have any beef between each other. And I was like, no, like you and me have no issues. I never said anything bad about you. I never heard you say anything bad about me. Maybe you could have, but I never heard it. So, I mean, we're good. And she was smiling. I was smiling. We hugged it out. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll see you later. And then I keep walking. And then I'm walking with one of my friends. And he got stopped by the girl that I fought. And I guess she was trying to relay the message to him to give to me. Basically saying, I don't want any beef. I honestly miss you so much. I want us to be friends again. And when my friend's telling me this, I'm like, are you sure that's what she said? Because she was really like acting as if she hated my like life. Like she acted like she really wanted me dead. Like no one has ever gone that hard to like try to fight me, or to ever like try to really start something with me. So I'm like, how do you go from being so like malicious to now you want to be friends? I don't know if she wants to be friends because of I beat her up, or because she's trying to be mature now. But I really don't, like, if we had that much beef, if you went online and you told people that I was pregnant, if you told people that this or that, like very, very private stuff, things that you're supposed to keep between your friends, like I considered her one of my closest friends. So the fact that you're going and telling everybody all this is really messed up. Because I could have, you know, fired back and said, well, you're doing this to your ex. You're doing this to this. You're doing this. You're doing this. I could literally spill so much freaking tea on this girl's life. But I'm not going to do that, because even if we're not friends anymore, I'm not about to go and spill all your secrets. What's the point in that? We were friends at one point. I still respect that. But to some people, that doesn't matter. So they go ahead and they say whatever they want. They put everything out there that they want. Very petty, very gross. But that is basically what happened, and I was just kind of like, yeah, right, we're not gonna be friends again. I don't think so. And after that situation, I haven't really like talked to this person. I mean, they added me on an app and I was like, delete me, swine. But that was really it. And they were like, wow, you're still mad. I'm like, no, I'm not mad. I just don't want anything to do with you. You're a very toxic person. And it's so sad though, because like everybody in LA feels this way about that person. Like when she first arrived, everybody was like, oh, she's cool. She seems like a very outgoing person. Like she's down to go and do some crazy stuff. But then the truth really comes out, and you see that some people can be very malicious. Some people can be crazy, like to the point of kicking windows in. So it's just crazy when you see people's true colors, and nobody really likes her now. And I'm not trying to like put her on blast and be like, hey, no one likes you. But like, in order to grow as a person, you need to know the truth. And literally, like, every time there's a party and this person calls and is like, hey, can you help me get in? I don't even live there, you guys. I literally don't even live there, but people will Snapchat me and they'll be like, LOL, some blah, 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 try to get into the party. The owner was like, no, you're not coming in. Or I told the owner not to let her in and he said, okay. And like, just really, really petty stuff. Like, I'm literally just like sitting here minding my business and I'm getting messages like, LMAO, blah, 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 just tried to get in. They got denied. Nobody fucks with this person. Like, literally, this girl needs to learn, you guys. She needs to learn, and I really don't know how she's going to. I hope that she's a better person today. I haven't seen her in person in a really long time, but I definitely hope that she's grown and she's, you know, learned her lesson that she needs to stop trying to instigate stuff. But yeah, that's basically what happened the time that I fought a YouTuber. I'm not cool with this person anymore. I don't want to ever be cool with this person. I mean, we could be cordial to the point of like, you know, I'm at my runway show, my collection's going down the runway and you're sitting in the crowd. That's cordial enough, right? I make myself laugh. Your girl is not really mad. I mean, I don't really care anymore. That's why I was like, I mean, I could tell this story without being malicious, because if I would have told the story right after it happened, I probably wouldn't have been like, yeah, and then I did it again, and blah, 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 like hyping myself up. So I was like, you know, let me wait until it's like completely over with. There's no beef with this person, and if there is beef, it's one-sided because I don't care. So here's to, you know, seeing if the person tries to make a response video, because I'm not going to reply to it because this is the only attention they're getting. Didn't even use their name. But I'm pretty sure people are gonna figure it out. And don't go commenting their name in the comment section either, because we're not trying to send more traffic to their channel. But yeah, that's basically my story. I am sweating really bad right now. This light is like shining on me and killing me. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more. Don't be petty, don't be malicious, have a positive life, and stay looking delicious! And I will see you all in my next video.